Hi, this is Gail with Beaded Jewelry Diva, and today we are going to have fun with some more 2-hole beads. This time we are using some crescent beads, some diamond duo beads, and 2-hole dagger beads. So I've come up with this earring project for us to go ahead and work today, and I hope you enjoy it. It's actually pretty fast to put together and a whole lot of fun. Towards the end of the video, I will show you different color combination that I've come up with for this as well. So don't feel that you have to use the colors I'm using. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And in the meanwhile, let's go ahead and see what we're going to need to make this for supplies. We'll start by stringing on a stop bead, that's my silver bead here, and then the following sequence. I've got the 6mm fire polished, a size 8 seed bead, 2 size 15 seed beads, and then I've got 5 of the crescent beads with a 15mm seed bead in between each one. Then I've got 2 size 11 seed beads and a size 8 seed bead, and I'm going to put my needle and thread all the way through all of the beads until I'm coming back out of the fire polish. So you can see that it looks like this now. You can see that all my little crescents are all facing in the same direction, so be aware of that when you're stringing them on, because you don't want some of them to be flipped over and the others kind of in a nice crescent. So just make sure that you've got them all facing the right way, and you'll be able to tell very easily at this point if you do or not. Now what you'll need to do is, I'm coming out of the fire polished bead and I'm going to go down through the size 8 and the size 11. Now I want to get from this size 11 seed bead all the way up to the top hole of this. So to do that I have to string on 2 size 11 seed beads, and I'm going into the top hole of this crescent bead. So like that. Now I'm going to put on some a crescent bead. So another crescent bead, make sure it's pointing in the right direction. Go through the top hole of this next one. And by the way, that's what you don't want. You don't want a bead facing up this direction and the others are curving down. Now mine isn't, I've just got my thread tangled. So it looks like this now. Now I pick up my diamond duo. The diamond duos, just to let you know, that they have 2 different sides to them. They've got one side that looks like this that kind of has a cross or a diamond shape on it, and the other side is flat. So you want to make sure that whichever side you decide that you want facing up, what I like to do is, I've got my earring facing the way that I intend on doing it. The curves are facing down this way. And I go and I grab, I put my diamond duo down on the mat, make sure it's facing in the right direction, and then I go ahead and put it through this next bead. I verify that it is indeed going in the right direction. I take my second one, do the same thing, and then finish it up with the crescent bead. So this is what it looks like so far. Now I need to go ahead and add 2 more of the size 11 seed beads to get back to here. And then I'm going to go up through the 2 size 11s and the size 8. Then I'm going to add some seed beads to go ahead and create the top, so this will be the top loop. Alright, I'm coming out of the top size 8 seed bead, and I've picked up the following. I've picked up 3 size 11 seed beads, 4 size 15s, and 3 size 11s. I'm going to go over the top, and I'm going to put my needle down through the size 8 and then through all of the size 11s. So I'm doing this. So I'm coming out of the last size 11. What I've done is I've picked up 5 of the size 15 seed beads. I'm going to go from here up to the top hole of this crescent. So this is the top crescent. So it looks like this. Now I've got to put my 4mm fire polish bead in between these two, the two diamond duos. So here comes the fire polished. Now between the two diamond duos, I need to put my 3 dagger beads. So I've got my needle going through the 3 dagger beads. So these are the 2-hole dagger beads. So you can see I'm going through the top hole. And since I'm coming out of this diamond duo, I'm going to go ahead and put my needle through the next diamond duo. So it looks like this. Now I've got to put in the fire polished between the diamond duo and the crescent. Snug that up. And then we finish by taking the 5 size 15 seed beads, 3, 4, 5, and we go ahead and slide them up into the size 11 seed beads. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and go around one more time. So I'm going to go through this whole thing, and I will join you when I'm back at this fire polished bead. So now I'm coming out of the fire polished beads. I have picked up 2 of the 3mm rondelles. You could probably use just plain 3mm fire polish for this, but I like the look of the rondelles. Now I'm going to go into the other hole of the dagger beads. So again, this is the 2-hole dagger beads, so I'm going through the second hole on each of them. So now it looks like this. So if you guessed that I was going to pick up 2 more of the rondelles, you are absolutely correct. Assuming I can pick them up, of course. Here we go. So now they are going into the fire polished. Oops, sorry about that. They're going into the fire polished and back up through. Now at this point, what I'm going to do is go around this one more time. So I'm going to go up through here, then I'm going to make another loop. I'm going to come through here again, up, back, and then I'm going to tie off on this side. So I'll join you back when I'm ready to tie off. Now I actually went around one more time on account of the fact that I saw that some of these were a bit on the loose side, so I wanted to go ahead and tighten those up. But now to end it, all I'm going to do is make a half hitch or 2. I really don't think that it needs more than 2 half hitches total. In fact, I'm probably only going to do 1 half hitch in this particular case, because when I had to take this this earring apart because I messed up in the video, I found it extremely difficult to take it apart. And usually when that happens, it means that you've done a really good job and that things are where they're supposed to be. So I'm going to go ahead and knot off and cut this thread. Then we'll come back with the earrings on the putting on the findings, and then I will show you a different colorway that I used. Okay, here we go with the earrings. I'm going to put on my quick change earring findings, and I do have a video on that if you want to learn how to make them. And when putting on your earring findings, remember you probably want the crescent side facing out or the rounded side facing out. So make sure that when you put them on your earrings, that's the way to do it. So let's see if I can get mine on. So there we go. And just put the nut in place and we are done. So I think this is a fun set of earrings. And playing with the crescents and the 2-hole dagger beads, and I've just been playing with 2-hole beads in general, I've tried to do something a little different with them this time in mixing up a bunch of different kinds of the 2-hole beads. So I've got the 2-hole daggers, the 2-hole diamond duos, and the 2-hole crescents. All right, so we've seen this one. Let's go ahead and take a look at a different color combination. So I have the same dagger beads here, but I used a different color combination. I used a greener for the diamond duo, and I used the dark blue for the crescent beads. Instead of a fire polished up here, I just have a dark purple droop bead, and I still do have the fire polished rondelles down here, but in here I also have the 4mm fire polished. So it's a different look, different color combination. And I favor, you know, the blues and the greens and the purples and everything. But I tell you, this one was a whole lot of fun to make with the different colors. I mean, the greens, the lime greens, and the oranges that come out in here. And these fire polished beads, I think they're called Magic Crystal Apple or something like that. And they, you know, flash red and everything. So I thought, well, you know, this is a cool color combination. But always keep in mind that whenever you make your own project, you can make it with whatever color beads you want. So you don't need to go ahead and use the same ones. So I hope you've enjoyed the video today. If you have, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And I will check back with you again with the next video. And in the meanwhile, happy beading. Bye.